Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. We're back. I have been working on some things, so I just wanted to say good afternoon. Grab a snack and let's get this show on the road. I just wanted to say a few things while we're waiting for my friend Martin. Let me know how you liked our little information that we're putting out there circulating. I think it's important to get back to basics. There's so many diets out here, and so I don't do diets myself. I just make healthy choices. Oh, let me see something. I think I do make healthy choices. Hi, Martin. How are you today?
Hello. Hi, Jewel. How are you?
Hi. I'm okay. We had some people here working on the property, so I had to. Sorry for the delay. I didn't get a chance to text you, but we're doing fine. I was
Awesome.
just introducing how did our little flyer that we have circulating. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I'm excited about our little chat, our little talk today about our top snacks and to kind of help some people throughout their day. It's Tuesday, middle of the week, so I'm excited. I'm excited. How is everything with you?
Pretty good, pretty good. I was just wanting to let them know that because we are coming together, collaborating, that we do have similar modalities. And so that's why we have come together to share our gems and nuggets. Um, so that is why I think some people are wondering, how do we come to be and what exactly are we doing?
Yeah.
So we're just sharing our gems and nuggets. And also, our title today is the top 20 snacks. And I said versus the top 20 healthy choices. And people will see that they're pretty similar. So what I'm going to do is let you start out, and then I will probably bring in or chime in and just go from there.
Yeah.
It's our lunchtime,
I
so
yeah.
let
I just wanted
people
to touch base a little
grab.
bit on. Yeah, I just wanted to touch base a little bit on what you were kind of saying in terms of, why are they coming together, kind of what's their purpose and where does it all go? For me, I'm the person who's trying to take you physically to the next level, whether it's working out or aerobic workouts, weight workouts, strength workouts. That's what as a person you need as you go forward. Obviously, every person's exercise is different. I'm always activating an active lifestyle, whether it's going for a walk, playing with your dog for an hour, whatever it is, you've got to get your body ready for that, understand? Or else that's my back, my pain, and this and that. So the reason why we're I think for us is we collaborate so well is because I understand you're gonna have those moments of downfalls or moments of hesitation, moments of where do I do now? And that's where Jewel make sure that your mindset is correct. Because along this journey of making yourself better, there will be challenges you won't even know that you'll have to face, but you've got to get your mind ready to face them. And with Jewel, she's going to make sure that you're there to make sure that you're at your best mentally, physically, and spiritually to take on those challenges. And I know for me, you could be as ready as you think you are. As soon as that challenge comes and you're looking around, like, oh man, I'm not ready. Geez, I need another 3 months. We don't want to waste any more time. We want to make sure that the time you have, we want to make the most out of it. And that's why I think for us, when we got on the phone, we started talking, we started breaking things down. Everything was just a hand in glove situation. So I know you can't go forward without the mind and without having that presence there. And Jewel knows you can't go anywhere if you're not determined and have a goal and have your actual physical body to take you there. As much as you think in your mind, I'm a queen, I'm a king, I'm a queen, I'm a king, doesn't mean anything if you're not putting it forward. So I just want to relate a little bit to that and make sure they understand kind of what's our tango here. We're not just random. We literally spoke about our mission statements, our philosophies, and I think both of us agree that they need to come together. And for me, I loved working with you, and continuing this collaboration. So just wanted to highlight that a little bit before we go forward. So yeah, with these 20 snacks, I mean, honestly, you can go to Google, you can go to Yahoo, any search engine, you put in top 20 vegan, gluten-free, nut-free, cheese-free, dairy-free, and you'll find things all over. For me, I chose this website. First, I was just gonna go with some regular snack tips, but I figured, you know, if some people are interested, maybe this should be a recipe, and maybe they can know the little specs, calories, you know, fiber intake, protein, carbs, and all that such, so that they can feel, you know, feel good going forward. So I said, you know what? Let me scheme over some of these websites, and there's so many different types of top 20, top 15 snacks. I picked these 20 just because there's a variety of them in here. Some of these take 5 minutes to make. Some of these take about 15 minutes to make. Some of these come out with 3 or 4 quantities of apologies. And some of these come out with a whole bag full of snacks. The biggest thing with me is there's chocolate in here, there's vegetables in here, there's nut-free cheese in here. So there's a variety of things in here, and it's not just geared towards one aspect of, you know, all nut-free foods. There's a couple choices in here that are nut-free. There's a couple in here that are dairy-free. There's a couple in here you'll have to kind of make in terms of you know, on a stove and heat up and such. And some stuff you just need some seasonings and such forth, and you'll be good to go from there. So I picked these as they're a variety of good things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just place the link in the link in the chat so people can go to. And what I was just going to go do is I was just going to, obviously there's about 20 in here. I just wrote down some of the ones that brought my attention. And then, like I said, I was just going to go over these. Nothing too crazy. I just wanted to kind of give people a destination of saying, okay, snacks, where do I go? And like I said, these are guilt-free. This is the reason why I like these so much. Whether you eat 2 or you eat 8. That's okay. You know what I mean? One of those things we have to start understanding is, instead of eliminating, let's start substituting first. Once you get used to the substitution, then we can start eliminating. If you start eliminating too fast, too early, your body won't know what to do. It'll start freaking out. And then your mind versus your body is just going to go into dual action. We don't want to do that. We don't want to have a battle up here. We want to know where we want to go and what the plan is from there. So, like I said, these are guilt-free. And like I said, some of them take some prepping, some of them don't, but majority can be done within 15 or 20 minutes. And the reason I like the 15 or 20 minutes is because it's not so long where your appetite goes away and all of a sudden you're messing up with kind of your body routine and what you're trying to eat for the day. And it's not too short where you're just stuffing yourself because you just made a couple peanut butter balls and all of a sudden you're just stuffing yourself. So I like that 15 to 20 minutes because it also tells your mind, hey, calm down. You're going to eat. Relax. So it's kind of controlling your mind a little bit.
I'm going to that website. I'm going to go to that website.
Okay.
Let me grab my charger too.
Okay.
And I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries.
Oh,
Yeah,
go
I'll just go
ahead.
over this. Yeah. So, yeah, there's 20 in here. What I just we have 20 in here. I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 that stood out to me, but there's 20 on the website. And these 12 stood out to me. So the first one that stood out to me was the nut-free chocolate bliss bites. They actually look pretty delicious in here. I like the fact that there's as least as processed foods as possible. About 2 to 3 grams of protein, 2.5 grams of fiber, which is always good. 99 calories, which is also nice, which people who are looking to lose weight can take a look into. And then the sugar, it is a little more on the heavier side. It is around 12 grams. But like I said, this is something where if you know you have them early in the day, in the morning, or early at lunch, you can kind of use that natural energy throughout the day and not have to stuff these, at night, at 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night. So I thought they look pretty good, and the ingredients in there are pretty good as well. And so I went with that. The next choice that I went with that stood out to me was the vegan nachos with cheese sauce. So they have a recipe in here of its own cheese sauce, and instead of using nuts, and I know you're actually nut free, it's actually with veggie spices, some vegetable broth, and some nutritional yeast. So that way you can kind of substitute the cheese, the dairy. And I actually looked up the specs here, and it's an actual great source of vitamin B12 with what's in here. So it actually has a good source of vitamin B12. So with the vegan nachos and cheese sauce, this is something obviously with the tortilla chips. They're a chickpea tortilla chip. So obviously that helps as well. We're actually getting fiber and protein out of them as well, and not that enriched flour that's just gonna spike your blood sugar. So with these, they're around 109 calories, 4 to 5 grams of protein, 15 grams of carbs, and then about 3 to 4 grams of fiber. And like I said, on the sugar side, only 2 grams of sugar with obviously with the nachos and cheese, but something to kind of make yourself seem like, oh, I'm getting some nachos and cheese, throw in some jalapenos in there, throw in some other veggies, and all of a sudden you got some good little nachos or such forth from there. So the next one I had, these ones were pretty good. These are ones that I'm probably going to try to make. They're peanut butter coconut balls. So these ones were actually interesting because it's just it's literally peanut butter with some coconut flakes that you can crumble together. And then obviously you can add some little seasonings here and there. But a nice little 127 calories portions, 5 to 6 grams of protein, 8 grams of carbs, 2 grams of fiber. And it's on the low end as well with the sugar, on 4 grams of sugar there as well. So like I said, nothing too.
I'm gonna have to try that one, but I'll substitute with the sun butter.
Yeah.
So see what I mean? You can. So I'm listening because that's something I would love it.
Yeah.
Okay. What else you got?
And that's what I mean. So some of them are with nuts, some of them without nuts. So I wanted to find a good variety. The next one that stood out to me was the spicy cinnamon roasted almonds. So this is something where you just have already a bag of almonds, and now you're just adding some seasonings on there. And this one's kind of on the more protein side. So like I said, you can look into that recipe here there, but it's at 239 calories. You're at about 7 to 8 grams of protein, about 14 grams of carbs, 4 to 5 grams of fiber. And like I said, it's really helping you. Fiber and protein are the main ingredients to kind of help you stay fuller longer and kind of get away from, oh, I'm craving something. But like I said, in time, we'll be able to do that with being able to substitute some of these snacks in there as well. And then I know more people are into this diet with the keto. So there's actually these keto peanut butter balls. I thought these stood out to me as well. Different ways, different peanut butters out there, different way you prepare things. These ones are more on the low carb side in terms of getting specific protein, specific peanut butter that you're looking to get. And then obviously with how you add the seasonings and such, and some coconut flakes as well. But with these ones, with the keto peanut butter balls, these are about half the carbs. So they're at 6.1 grams of carbs. It's around 4 grams of protein and about a gram and a half of fiber. So like I said, a little different there. And then we're about halfway. And then this one I thought this was going to be something that I would point out for you. And I actually looked up the ingredients, and it's actually pretty simple to make. It's a vegan, nut-free cheddar cheese. So it's not, blocked or watery, but it's actually a cheddar cheese. And if you look in the ingredients of how to make it, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to actually get the things, to get all of your ingredients going. And then from there, like I said here, you can kind of add that cheddar cheese onto your sandwiches, onto your whatever, mac and cheese or whatever you want to do from there. So I just clicked on the nut-free cheddar cheese. I just wanted to show you some of the ingredients in here so you kind of have a better idea. Let me see. Okay, so
good.
Let me see. I had it here. Give me a sec. Okay, so some of the ingredients they have here uh, is our tofu,
Okay.
and then it's with vegan cheddar. Actually, I'm gonna have to same thing. And then there's I'm not too sure of this, but tapioca starch. If you're familiar with
Okay.
tapioca,
Yeah. That
that's
makes it thick. Yeah, it makes it thick. But now, did it say what kind of tofu? Is it hard? Is it soft?
let me
Because
see, right. Variety of tofu should work. It says any variety of tofu should work, but if your tofu is softer, you may need less liquid. If you're looking for a thick
nice.
consistency, I do recommend silken tofu if you try that. So yeah, I think this is well,
Okay.
like you said, it gives it that thicker, that thick texture to it to make it like, give it that cheese.
Yeah.
But like I said, I thought this was a nice little, and it's just cheddar cheese. I know some of us are looking for snacks. I thought this is a great supplement that you can add onto your other snacks that you personally have already, whether it's on bread, a sandwich, obviously nachos, and such forth from there. And then let's see what else I have. Now these ones are a little different, a little Asian theme with the chili garlic edamame.
Uh-huh.
And these are great because you can cook them, you
Yes.
can steam them, and then you can just flavor them right away. And like I said, great amounts of protein in these. So with a handful, you're getting about 14 grams of protein, around 19 grams of carb, which is great, which is almost a 1-to-1 ratio with carbs to protein. And then at fiber, you're at almost a little over 6 grams of fiber, and it's around 200 calories. So, like I said, a great little substitute there with your dame. And then
Okay.
I picked this one just because I know people like to have the visual of a bar and like, oh, I'm eating a healthy bar that makes me feel good. I'm eating something a little different. So these are chia fruit and nut bar recipes. They're actually all in there
Okay.
as well. So you get a little fruit, you get a little chia seeds, and then with the nut as well. That depends on what actual nut you want to use. But like I said, this one is packed with omegas, omega 3s, omega 6s, and then yeah, this one's a little lower on the protein side. But like I said, with something like this, you can actually cook these bars and then leave them for later, something to snack on or on your way to work or something from there. So they're at 3 grams
Okay.
of protein, 18 grams of carbs, packed with fiber though. Yeah, 3 grams of fiber, which is the same amount of protein. So 3 grams of fiber there as well. And then I think I have about
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've got about 4 more. And then this one I picked just because it's easy to kind of prepare and to make. Salt and vinegar
Okay.
roasted chickpea. So obviously chickpea uh, uh, is something that we obviously everyone associates with hummus. Once you mash them and hummus, but actually,
Right.
the actual bean, if you cook it and and dry it, you can actually add some seasonings. It's a good little snack that you can have, packed with protein, packed with fiber, and on the low end on the carb side as well. So yeah, here you're at around 5 grams of protein, 4 grams of fiber, and 16 grams of carbs. So 5 grams of protein, 16 grams of carbs. It's almost a 1 to 3. That's kind of the ratio that we like to stick to. You don't want to do like
Mhm.
5 grams of protein and then 50 grams of carbs. That's too much.
Right.
Unless you're going to
Right.
work it off and give the energy away. But you want to keep your ratio of protein to carbs 1 to 4, 1 to 3, 1 to 2. Of course, 1 to 1 is even better. But you want to find if the protein is about 5 grams of protein, you want to go max about 25 grams of carbs, 20 grams of carbs from there to kind of give it a good little balance. And then obviously your other nutritionals matter as well: fiber, sugars, calories,
Right.
such forth from there. And then
That's a good nugget right there. That's a good gem and nugget because people don't know how many carbs and how much protein to put together. They all what they do know is, you know, um, to about protein. They know that. Uh, what am I trying to say most people know that you eat beans and rice, which makes protein, but they don't know how much protein, to ingest. So that was a gem and nugget right there.
Yeah.
They may want to replay that part back. So, okay. And then you had, how many, you said, go ahead. I'll let you
I had three
add your
more.
others.
Yeah, I just had
Okay.
three more. These ones were a little different. They're actually vegan veggie balls. So you're actually gonna have to prep these up a little bit. But like I said, a great substitute for those people that are looking to kind of stay away from just maxing down on processed foods. So that if you don't have an air fryer, that's fine. You can actually obviously cook these in your air fryer. I know some people yes or no with the air fryers. It is what it is. If it's in your routine right now, let's stick with it. I don't want to throw you off too much. But yeah, with these vegan veggie balls, you're at about these are at about 6 grams of protein. You're at around 31 grams of carbs, 8 grams of fiber, which is so far the most that we've seen so far of the choices. High amounts of fiber, and then like I said, low end on the sugar, only around 5 grams of sugar, and around 200 calories, so 213 calories. A great portion for a great substitute for people to go into. And then the last two that I have here, obviously I only went with 12. There's 20 in the whole website. But these ones are my vegetable potato fritters. I know like people like to kind of have that air frying, that oily feel, that crunchy feel to it. And like I said, you don't have to feel, these are also guilt-free in terms of kind of if you want to kind of have these and munch on them and go at them. So obviously you can add these with any vegan mayonnaise or vegan dip as well with these potato fritters. But the fritters, one is at around 100 calories, 101 calories, 5 grams of protein, 18 grams of carbs. So we're at a 1-to-3 ratio, which is good. 3 grams of fiber, a good amount there, and then really low on the sugar end. It's at 2 grams of sugar. So for me, these ones were probably ones that I would go to, that I would look to make. But besides those peanut butter balls so far. And then the last one I had, like I said, this was a topic that we went back and forth on between using an air fryer and not. I think for me, if you're already using one, just keep using it. Maybe substitute some of the foods that you're eating. But this is a crispy air fried tofu. So obviously you can prepare some tofu in a certain way. Add your sesame oil, olive oil, soy sauce, and garlic, and then you just put them in an air fryer. At a palms full, if you get a good palms full, you're still at only 160 calories, 11 grams of 11 grams of protein. 3 grams of carbs, and you're at about a half gram of fiber. So 11 grams of protein and only 3 grams of carbs. A great snack to have, especially late night, to not raise those blood sugar levels, and also an opportunity to kind of find a food that's low glycemic to kind of make sure we don't spike up the blood levels. So yeah, those are my 12. Obviously there's a variety of some of them you need to cook with another machine. Some of them you can just use your own seasonings. Great substitutes if you want to add on to other snacks as well. There's 20 in the whole website. I chose these 12.
Okay.
And like I said, these are not the best 20. These were the 20 that I found that are a variety that can help people that want to either take 5 minutes for a snack or 20 minutes for a snack. If you don't have an air fryer, you don't have to use an air fryer. If you do have an air fryer, here's some substitutions you can use. So I thought, man, if you're nut free. Here's some options for you. If you're dairy free, here's some things for you as well. So I thought for me, kind of hit a good variety of maybe 5-6 different topics for people to kind of easily transition into those great snacks, and not find themselves every time they're getting a snack it's 45 minutes in the kitchen. We don't want to do that. We want to be realistic with our time and understand that healthy choices can be done, but also with time management as well. So I hope that helps you. Those are my 12. I know we kind of ran through them, but I wanted to provide a website that I thought hit all these topics. And like I said, the most important was a recipe and then those specs, so kind of people know what they're getting involved and kind of doing going forward. So Any questions from you? What did you think? Any thoughts from your end? I know there's some other ones that you're gonna look on the website and you're like, oh, he didn't say that one. I like this one. I'm gonna try it out. So, yeah, any thoughts on these that I picked?
Those are some good gems and nuggets. And not only that, those snacks are different. I don't think they're out of that list. I've not tried those. But ones that I think, now I love chickpeas. And see, I go to the store to get the chickpea snack.
Mm.
But now, this is a take home message. This is what I would say. You know, cook more at home. I'm going to go to this website because that's something that I don't remember seeing that website. But I am going to go to that website. I have a person, which is my go-to, who, you know, we're kind of getting back to that Paleolithic era, you know, and there's a Asian inspired person that I watch. I think she's on Pinterest, and you can write this one down. Michelle Tom is her name. She also has some good Asian inspired snacks and all kinds of food, healthy choices. But the take home message here today is, for me, is cook more at home. Use, you know, incorporate some different recipes, reduce your sugar intake, increase or balance out your protein and your carb, you know, try to balance that. That's something that more people can learn, which makes sense because a lot of people don't know how many carbs and how many proteins go together, balance out your blood sugar levels. And let's see, the vegan cheddar cheese I'm going to try because I have cheese eaters in my household. But now, see, if we are the ones that are enforcing or supporting healthy choices, we don't always have to tell the ones that are going to eat it what we're doing. See, it's like, consider it a new recipe. So that's important. And those veggie balls and the crispy air fryer tofu. I don't have an air fryer, but I'm gonna find a way to make those potato fritters and to make the crispy tofu with the palm oil. See, and that's one thing I need to incorporate more of is the palm oil, because I do sometimes, I still use canola oil. It's still a choice, but mostly coconut, extra virgin olive oil, sun oil. I will do sunflower oil, and grapeseed oil. But I am going to incorporate the palm oil into my daily choices. So that's pretty good. I've learned something myself. I hope everybody else has taken some gems and nuggets to apply to their healthy choices to get them in alignment naturally. Anything else we can put out there before is there anybody that have questions or anybody on here that wants to come on? We've got about, 5-10 minutes, and come on in if you like to ask Martin or myself a question. Are you seeing anything on there, Martin?
No, I just saw people saying hi and stuff. Just dropping in and saying hi. And like I said, I think that most of it is obviously during the day. People are, at work or this and that. So it's something that they understand that, you have to kind of make these choices even while you're at work,
Exactly.
just taking a 9 to 5, that's 8, 9, 10 hours of your day. You can't be healthy just at home. And it's the hardest thing is,
okay.
well, how am I going to deal with it at work? Or, you know, those temptations. They're ordering pizza every Friday, or, you know, or they brought in Starbucks in the morning. You have to understand where you want to go. The temptations won't stop. Even when
Right.
you're 70 years old, there'll be people around you, your grandkids, eating ice cream. And you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's not, we don't want to hide ourselves. And when people say, you got to be disciplined, you got to be disciplined. This isn't something where if I make a mistake, I go to jail. You know, this is your body. You have to be like, you know
Right.
what? I liked it. I like the taste of it. I just can't eat as much. You know what I mean? Like,
That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh yeah, because they're so afraid that they're making mistakes. Don't be afraid that you're making a mistake. You know, be creative. You know, if you're, that's all I have to say. Be creative. And figure out where it is that you want to be and
yeah,
what's going to help you to soar. That's what it's all about. Healthy choices, mindset, mind over matter. Oh, I see Angie says, I like that. It's where you want to be. Absolutely. Because a lot of people are still trying to figure themselves out.
yeah,
You
yeah,
see, I spoke with a person, it's like it's every day. It's like these are the things we should be thinking about,
exactly.
especially in these times. Where are we going? What do we want to do? You know, what are we thinking? And is it healthy to think that way? Or are you thinking healthy? Or are you not thinking? Are you in a slump? You know, what are the things that you need to do to help you be your best self? You know, and we have to remind each other, you know, people mimic people. So
Yeah,
if you are the one that's wanting to make healthy choices, then just do the healthy choices and then offer people some of what you're eating because people are just now starting to taste different things.
yeah, yeah,
So that, you know, and that will help people to start making healthy choices. They will follow you if you introduce them to new foods, you know, they'll be glad. They'll say, oh, that tastes pretty good. And then they'll want the recipe or they'll start incorporating it into their diet as well.
yeah.
So keep going, people, keep going. And, you know, join us for support. You know, Martin is one that is going to help everybody figure this out. You know, we both encourage, we both have skills, and we both eat naturally. So, you know, we can help you get into alignment. And that's what you want to do. Look at the links below and follow us on Instagram, all these different platforms. And hey, I even had to follow suit and get a link tree because I'm now starting to get all these different platforms. So go to Linktree for Martin, Hustlers Headquarters, and Simply Jewel on Linktree, and we'll help you be your best self. That's all I've got for tonight. Back to you, Martin, or
Yeah, thanks again. Yeah,
today. It's not.
yeah, that's all I had for today as well. You know, we're humans. We've gone through it. I'm a man. You're a woman. A woman. We've seen both perspectives of our lives. We've seen our own family and friends and kind of decisions that they've made. And all we're trying to do is make you better. The biggest thing here is, you know, healthy choice doesn't mean six pack. It doesn't mean I have the biggest biceps. It doesn't mean I can squat 500 pounds. Healthy choices make sure that you can make your best decisions for that day without needing, you know, 2 gallons of coffee, without getting you know, 3 blueberries, without getting your Philly cheesesteak, to make you feel good and then want to think. We want this to be natural, where whenever something, you know, an obstacle, a challenge, a task comes along, you're ready to hit it. And I know most of us are like, oh man, I've got that big meeting next week. I got that big presentation. You're stuffing down coffee, you're stuffing down drinks, energy drinks to kind of keep you going. We want to make sure that all that motivation, all that strength that you get from the outside sources, that is actually within you. That's all within you. You don't need anything else to stimulate you. You don't need anything else outside source to give you that motivation, to kind of give you that stimulus pump. you can all find that within you. And once you kind of tap into your brain and tap into that mindset, like Jewel is so great at doing, it's just so much easier to tackle whatever challenge you have in your life. Whether you want to learn a new skill, learn a new language, be more with your family, make 6 figures in financial decisions, or being able to work, 10, 12 hours, you have to literally not think about, how am I going to lose weight, but how am I going to feel better? Once you start feeling better, the weight and everything else. Weight is just one aspect. We're talking about your stress levels. We're talking about your cholesterol levels, your fat intake, your protein intake. All those things start just going down. And once we kind of handle that, what's the biggest thing that goes down as well? Stress. And when someone's not stressed, feels like they can take on everything. It's like if you ask someone on vacation when their toes are in the sand, hey, can you do this project for me? It seems like they would do it without it, like with their eyes closed. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll whip it out, blah, blah, blah. Or when people come back from vacation, it seems like they're the most productive. They're like, okay, I'm just waiting for that vacation. I'm just waiting for that vacation to just unplug. Well, you can actually have that every single day, to be able to unplug and plug back in and still be at 100%. So I didn't want to go too long into that outro, but like I said, yeah. Yeah, so like I said, what we do here is nothing to do with your appearance. Obviously, the appearance will change if you got, a belly, or if you got pains and aches, or if you want to work on your skin, or your teeth are bad, or your eyesight is not working. We're able to handle all of that. And the biggest thing we're able to handle all of that is because it takes your mind, and it takes the second thing, which is a goal. You need somewhere to go. The biggest thing is seeing where you are, and then you need somewhere to go. Where do I want to be? And there's 2 things. You're either going to be better than you are now, or worse. It's not hard.
That's right.
So,
well, I don't think you can be worse because, but you're worse if you don't implement these gems and nuggets. But you got to believe in yourself. So that's the ticket. Believe in yourself no matter what, and just keep going. You fall off, get back on. We all are human, so to err is human. So, I agree. Well, thanks so much, Martin. I had a good time. I learned something. And as they say, let us help you to get in alignment naturally, and just keep going. Stay positive, be positive, believe in yourself. Okay? We'll talk next time. Tune in this coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. And just look at our posts, people. We're posting. We're trying to get you to come on in the room, and we'll continue to help and support. Okay? Bye-bye. Peace and blessings. Talk to you later, Martin.
Have a good one, Jewel. Take care.
Thank you.